Hello and welcome to a brand new series I'm starting on this channel called Future Stars. This will run alongside my main channel called Forest Forever, and basically the hint is in the name. We're going to follow a young player who has potential to become a good player, and then what we'll do is advance into the future and we will see how they fare and give you a taste of what to expect if you decided to go out and buy them. So today for our first video we have Burak Ince, who is a 16-year-old Turkish player who plays centre attacking midfield. When beginning the game he's available to buy straight away, and he usually comes with a price tag of about £4.3 million. His current ability seems to start at about 90, and his potential ability for the most part is in the high 150s. I think I've seen him on one occasion where he's just been below that at about 148 or something like that. But with no fixed potential, his potential ability can fluctuate from save to save. But I think you're pretty safe to expect him to be between 155 and 167, which is pretty solid for a young player like that. For a 16-year-old, his stats are very solid, especially his technicals, which are absolutely outrageous. He seems to be a dead ball specialist in the making, with 16 technique, 15 free kicks, also being accompanied by 14 vision and passing, which is all you need for a playmaker too. He has a balanced personality, which can be upgraded to a more determined personality if you decide to mentor him with someone of that personality trait. He seems to have two wands for feet because he can use either foot fluently. It's not a problem for him. And for today's video, we've decided to throw him into Hamburg. This should give him a decent level to play at and allow him to grow. And once he's a little bit better off, we might see him move elsewhere onto bigger stages. So what we'll do now is advance further ahead, and I will let you know how he gets on. So quickly, just before we get into the advanced version of Burak Ince, I want to say that I messed up a little bit and I completely forgot about the rules in the German leagues, in which players have to be at least 17 years old before they can start playing any game. So what I did to counteract this was I sent him on loan to QPR for the first season, and then he'll be 17, and then he can play again in the German leagues with Hamburg, and then naturally progress his career from there. But as we can see straight away from here, his stats are pretty incredible. His physicals have jacked up immensely. Like it looks so fantastic. His agility is 17, which is insane, especially from what he started with. Also, his strength and jumping have increased. Like I think his strength was like 4 at the start, and his jumping reach was like 5. But I mean, this has helped because he's beefened up a little bit. He's 74 kilos now, whereas he was 63 before, and he's also grown 2 inches, which again would help with the jumping reach because he's now a bigger boy. He's also gone from being valued at £250,000 at the age of 16 to a whopping £71 million at the age of 29. And he still has, I'd say, maybe about 3 years left of being in his prime. So he's got some good years left in him still. So let's have a look at the important stuff: the career, his transfers, and his form. So in his first season at QPR, he played 41, scored 8 goals, 6.85 rating. It's not bad for a 16-year-old. I'm sure he'd be the youngest player to play for QPR potentially. But then he goes back to Hamburg, and they got promoted this season. Seeing as the next season they're in the Bundesliga with a 7.12 rating, which is very good for a 17-year-old in his first season in Germany. 33 games, 6 goals. And then just looking through, like, apart from the next 2 seasons, maybe even including the 22-23 season, but aside from that, he's literally had a 7 rating all the way through his career from there on out. As you can see from his goals and assists, like, he's pretty consistent too. He's playing, if we say, like 30 games a season, pretty much, just rounding. He seems to have like 7, 8 goals a season, apart from the last couple, but I guess he's played less games. His assists also is like, I'd say this probably averages to, what, 7, 8 maybe? Just a rough guess. But let's have a look. What did he do for international? He 103 appearances to 23 goals, and then 12 for 3 in the under 21s. For Turkey, the record appearances is like maybe 130 something. Maybe he can break that. A quick look into his milestones. Let's do competitions first. He was in the under-21s, capped at the age of 16. 18, he played for the first team, and then was also promoted in the 2022 season. Relegated in 26. He was the Europa League runner-up at Hertha 2028. And then he went to Bayern Munich, and of course, Bayern Munich just doing Bayern Munich things with Bundesliga wins left, right, and centre. He also was a Champions League runner-up in 2033, which was this season. Any awards? Okay, so I mean, he looks like he's just in the team of the week and in the team of the year for the clubs that he's playing for. Team of the year here, which is great. So in 2023, he can become the third placed player in the NXGN, which I believe is the Young Boy Award. It looks like it. And he was third to Jude Bellingham and Yusuf Demir. So not a bad position really, considering the competition he was up against. And then continuing on, he just was in the Bundesliga Team of the Year, the European Championship Dream Team. Here he is, 7.58, doing big things for Turkey. Also has a teammate down here. But this is where I'll end the video, and I hope this has sort of whet your appetite for a little bit of Burak Inch, and gives you someone to consider for a future save. I'd be grateful if you drop a like on this video, and make sure to leave a comment with any feedback or any players that you want to see in this Future Stars series. And if you want to ensure that you get to see the next upload of this video as it goes live, then make sure to click on the subscribe button. And as always, have a good one.